Hey Aquarius, it is Amber here at Persephone's Tarot. Hope that you're very well. I might slip up and say Symbols for Living Tarot sometimes because I'm still getting used to the new name myself. So if I have in past videos, please do forgive me. But yeah, it is now Persephone's Tarot. Welcome Aquarius. This is your love reading from May 2019. I hope that you're well. This is a how does he or she feel about you spread. We are looking at past, present, and future intentions and motivations for both of you in the relationship, and also be using the Mirror Love Oracle deck to look at more spiritual advice for the relationship and what's going on, like what lessons are being learned, you know, what's happening kind of in the ethers or in the astral, I guess you could say, astral plane. And then I'll also be pulling 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, again, just to give us some more spiritual guidance as to, you know, what's going on. This is for you, Aquarius, if you have your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or even Descendant sign, as I always say, in Aquarius. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. But before I do, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really, really, truly appreciate it. So, at the base of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So for this month, there may be a lot of patience, waiting, planning, no knee-jerk reactions, no rushing things. But this may be more of a preparation stage to take action. So yeah, and there could be a lot of reviewing going on as well as you proceed. There's a lot of acting, reviewing. And this could be you also wanting to get to the bottom of something. Where you're taking your time to really kind of pull things apart, understand them, kind of that Virgo discerning energy, even though you are an Aquarius, but this does carry the energy of Virgo. So it could be that you're being very discerning and really kind of sorting the wheat from the chaff this month as well as you move forward, as you do want to make a commitment. So it could be related to family as well, family and money and maybe your health. That is further clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. So yeah, overall this month, the kind of theme of the month is probably change, taking opportunities where you can. It maybe is a karmic or fated time, maybe it is all about timing. It really is all about timing this month. Yeah. And really kind of maybe not being too quick to take action, but to be putting a lot of thought. So yeah, again, this really is about preparing yourself as well, the 4 of Swords, for action, for some sort of battle to win. Maybe, you know, this also talks about obviously recovering from a battle, but really for me, I feel this is talking about you preparing, taking the time to think, meditate, and see how you really do feel in this situation, how you want to move forward. And yeah, you're really kind of playing it very, you know, like you've got your ear to the wind kind of thing. You're how can I put it? Like you're very responsive to what's happening. Like you're not taking action before you see evidence of something, or you're acting accordingly. Like you're acting accordingly to things. Like you're not so yeah, you're acting accordingly, and that could also mean that you're being a lot more kind of receptive in a sense as well this month. Like you're not taking any huge leaps of action, but again, you're just kind of preparing, planning, listening, receiving, seeing what's going on, and then taking a step forward. So that's how it kind of is this month. Okay, so it's nice to see that you've come out as the first card in your reading. We do also have the King of Swords for your partner and the 6 of Cups. So I will just jump in and say that your partner feels very close and connected to you, feels like you're kindred spirits. It feels like you have a real understanding, and that, you know, a lot is said without words. There's a deep emotional connection. And again, with the King and Queen of Swords showing up, this could be a married couple, this could be a soulmate connection, and definitely kind of a fated, a very compatible kind of energy between you two at the moment. So yeah, I think you're just really feeling in your element because of that. I don't think with the Queen of Swords, sometimes it is depicted as someone who is a bit standoffish, a bit defensive when it comes to love matters. That's someone that's very blunt, but this could also be talking about you wanting the truth in situations, in the situation that you're in. You may be very kind of, that may be very important that you hear the truth, and you're very decisive. Again, the Queen of Swords does also connect to that discerning nature as well. So you could be being very, like needing to see proof before, like you're very strict and yeah, upfront about what it is that you're looking for, the questions that you have, the answers that you're seeking. You're not afraid to go ahead and speak your mind, and I think a partner appreciates that. But it also kind of puts them in a very kind of mental energy as well, where they're like, okay, well, they are kind of feeling this emotional connection. They maybe actually find it quite endearing, to be honest, with the Six of Cups, and then they're kind of King of Swords. Like they kind of like that. They kind of like the fact that you um, don't take things at face value. Like you do ask questions. You're not afraid to ask an awkward question or things like that. And I think this person really likes that because maybe they like to be challenged. They like to be put on the spot. They like to have to prove themselves. They like to have to show you that they're worth it, you know. But it looks like the Prince of Pentacles, you are quite maybe enjoying taking your time as well with this, and really kind of getting to know this person and dissect them, figure them out, so that you know what you're getting into. So in the past, we had the Princess of Wands, which is a different energy to the Queen of Swords. This is someone who does take a fair bit more risks, that is curious, that is kind of putting themselves out there. So you could have been putting yourself out there. You could have been like dating in the past, or if this is a long-term relationship, it's just looking like in the past it was very exciting, and a lot of things were learned, and you had a lot of fun. But at the moment, it's like you're now being a lot more decisive, rather than just following your heart and just having fun. Yeah, you're just kind of being more strict about who you let into your life. You're being a lot more decisive. But yeah, in the past you definitely learned a lot, and it was very exciting. Possibly with this person. Now, you know, maybe things are getting more serious, and you're like, okay, well, it was fun then. It was all fun, but now I really need to know, like, if we're going to take this seriously with the Prince of Pentacles here, you know, we need to do things properly. You could kind of feel that way. Your partner feels good about that. And they see you as wanting a kind of soulmate connection too. And I think they want the same thing too. They feel very connected and positive, I think, about the situation. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then we've got the Ten of Wands and the Hierophant card for the near past, for your future, or what's led up to the present, like what's happened in the past to bring about the present. So yeah, this person may have felt like they had a lot of burdens on their shoulders with regarding a major commitment. This person could have been in a commitment with someone. You know, maybe this was a third party situation. Maybe you've come to find that out now. And maybe that's why you're now the Queen of Swords. You're a lot more like, okay, well, this is serious because there may be children involved or other people involved, and you kind of want to really figure out if this person is genuinely interested and just happen to have fallen for you, even though they are committed, or they are truly in separation with their partner but maybe still married. maybe you're kind of questioning those things now. But this person did feel very burdened, like they had a lot of kind of pressure on their shoulders. And maybe they felt like they were coming to the end or something as well. They were almost at the end of quite a long journey of pressure and stress and oppression, possibly as well. This could also be that someone found you to be very difficult, or found you to be a real challenge. But worth it, and they were very committed to seeing the outcome here as well. Like very committed to you. It also talks about promises. This person could feel burdened by some sort of promise that they've made in the past. Or they could be coming to the end of some sort of education as well. I mean, if they're in uni or studying something, you could have met at college, university, some sort of learning group. You've met, you had, I think you had a lot of fun together. You might have been quite passionate in the past. And this person may have been quite focused on like schoolwork and coming to the end of that, graduating as well. Yeah, so what's motivating the situation is the Ten of Swords from your perspective. So this is about maybe finding out some really bad news from this person. Maybe you have felt you are coming from a place of, hang on, you told me something and now I've come to understand something completely differently. I feel stabbed in the back and maybe let down. And it could be really why you're in your in your Queen of Swords energy this month, where you're feeling like you need answers. This person does actually really, I think, want to be with you there with the Six of Cups, and they do miss you if there is separation. But you do want to kind of overcome this sword with the Ten of Swords. It's like you're over it, like you want to get over it. You have accepted everything as well. You accept things as they are, like you're at a point of realization where you feel like you do, you know more than you did before. You have got some sort of clarity, even though maybe it's negative. But you know exactly where you stand now and exactly kind of where you're going, and if there is some sort of end point. But you do want to move on from this. You may want to even end the relationship, like you may just be done with it as well. You may just feel like you've had enough. You're not interested in taking the relationship forward. Yeah, so your partner felt very burdened by, I mean, not to say that, any sympathy should be thrown their way if they've been, being unfaithful. But yeah, I don't think they felt very burdened by it either way. So they've been going through their own stress, definitely. I'm sure they've definitely gained a few grey hairs through the process as well. So what's motivating your partner is the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So this person may feel like they do have a lot going for them, in the sense of they just have a lot of security, a lot of they have a lot of money, basically. They have a lot of money. They have a lot to give. They have a lot of wisdom. They have a lot of hindsight. They feel like they have everything. But maybe someone, they may want to share it with someone. But maybe they feel there's no one that they can share it with for some reason. Or this could be as well that they do feel rejected by you. They do feel on their own. Even though they feel on their own and rejected for you, it's like, it's not really like a heartbroken space, to be honest with you. It's more a case of they really wanted you and they can't have you. I mean, it is a cups card. We do have this, it's the Six of Cups. I think there is emotion there. I think they do really care about you. But they are coming from a place of being on their own, having no one to share their life with. And that's where they're coming from at the moment. When I say they're not heartbroken, I mean to say they have so much. I mean, they have everything they need. I mean, they often say if this is a man talking or you're dealing with, then yeah, it would be a case of, men can be quite, they can be quite simple in terms of their needs. I've had guys say to me before, all I need is food and a woman, and I'm okay. They don't need a lot of frills often. So it could be that, it might not be they have a whole, 5 mansions and 10 cars or, whatever, all these connections or whatever. It may just be a case of they're just very content. They pretty much figured out they've secured themselves. They may have a good job as well. They may have a good career. And they, but they really would like, I think, to share that with someone. But they're not getting a yes from you. They may see you as a missed opportunity as well. Like they had an opportunity and they lost it, and they're kind of sulking over that as well. So they're just very lonely. There's a sense of real loneliness from them. And that is further clarified here by the Five of Pentacles. They are really lonely. Their intentions is to, I think, try to they know that they've really hurt you. They know that they're now dealing with an angry woman or an angry person, and they're left out in the cold. They miss you. They miss your your energy, and they're feeling very much out in the cold. Again, they may have security, but they're still out in the cold. There may be money around, there may be houses around, there may be help around, they may have everything they need, but they've turned their back on it because they don't have you. And they see you possibly as the woman of their life. Like they see you as like possibly the one with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands can spark that in people. The Queen of Wands is very charming, and will leave that impression on someone that they've met a soulmate, be very charismatic. So that's kind of impression that you've left with them, that you were the one or the one that got away. And I think their intentions is to, or how they foresee it as, they've lost a good one, and they see you as a queen as well. So they do see you as very mature and someone to take seriously. You've got the Five of Cups as well for how you foresee the future. So you the way you're seeing it as, this is like, it's over, it didn't work, so I'm gonna just count my blessings and move forward. You may be feeling quite kind of emotionally dejected. There may be a period of you needing to kind of take some time to get over it. But yeah, that's how you see it. Like you'll just be getting over it. So I think you'll just be moving forward and just accepting things are how they are. This is a river, which kind of represents that there is water under the bridge. The river does keep moving. Life does go on. New opportunities are going to come in the realm of emotion. So you're kind of just being very, very matter of fact about it. So you are kind of being detached with the Queen of Swords. You're kind of like accepting it with the Ten of Swords as well. Like you're just accepting that it is what it is. And, these things, maybe you kind of are in a way like these things happen. Like, nothing's ever guaranteed in love. Being quite accepting and just allowing to kind of go through the process of kind of getting over it. You're just kind of going through those motions, I think, of moving forward. So yeah. what is lovely to see though is the temperance cards for the near future. So yeah, you will most definitely be overcoming this and be in very much of a healed state going forward. This has kind of set you onto a sort of journey of healing in a much deeper way than maybe you thought initially, or how you saw this. You know, you are actually evolving as you heal. You're learning also how to manage your emotions, learning more about your emotional side. This is also this is the card of Sagittarius, but I felt like it was Aquarius for some reason. I think because it had like the water bearer kind of energy about it. So yeah, I actually do see Aquarius in this card. But yeah, there are rainbows as well. So, you know, even though there may be dark clouds, there are also rainbows. There's something beautiful that can be seen through this, and you're starting to see all of that. So it's a really lovely card. But again, it talks about patience as well, about which is Prince of Pentacles, and also timing. And the wheel talks about patience as well. So you're kind of going through a necessary process. The wheel is saying that this is kind of karmic, and it was part of your journey to kind of go through this process. Yeah, but you are healing, you are getting better. Everything's kind of everything's on the up and up. So come the end of May, you'll be feeling a lot more emotionally balanced, ready to kind of take on new challenges or new relationships and kind of put yourself out there again. So you'll be all healed up and good to go by the end of May, because you're, you know, allowing yourself to not be so kind of emotionally driven in the situation, kind of accepting things as they are. It's water under the bridge, it's kind of spilt milk. We've got to just move forward, you know, because happiness is going to be out there and not in this place of sorrow. So yeah, you're kind of being quite Aquarian-like about it. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles in the near future for your partner, and the 5 of Wands. So again, this is talking about money. This person, I feel, wants a long-term future with you and is really struggling on the inside as to how to go about this. So they're kind of left in this situation where there's a lot of inner conflict. This could also be, if they are married already, that there's a lot of conflict within their home at the moment, or in the near future. There'll be a lot of change there. There could be a lot of disruption as well. I did pull some more cards to clarify the end. Did get the King of Cups. We have the Prince of Cups, the Hermit card, and the World card. So again, this talks about kind of major endings here. And I think this is talking a lot about this person. I feel there is a lot of conflict, you know, in their family relationships, or in their family going forward, and they will have to come to some sort of inner truth about how they've acted, their actions, and I think they may want to come towards you. With the Prince of Cups here, they may want to try to come back to be with you, and they may want to kind of have a whole new, brand new beginning, which will also require a whole new end as well to anything that they've been, you know, to this third party situation. If this also talks about them being very honest with themselves as well, doing the right thing. You know, not listening to, like, if they are like a guy's guy, like not listening to their friends and getting caught up there, or not being so tempted by all that's on offer, you know, but instead doing the right thing. This person is becoming more emotionally intelligent as well. Again, this person is quite detached as well, but they're starting to have more of a heart for maybe for the situation. They are in love, okay? They are in love with you with the Six of Cups here. They're very much kind of besotted and taken with you. And we've seen that as well with the Queen of Wands. They really are and they feel like you are their guiding light, like you've got their attention. They're moving towards you, and that's it. I think with this card as well, they do want to make a commitment. Whether or not you take it, I don't know, but you will be in a good space where you won't be able to be emotionally manipulated, or anything like that. I feel like, yes, you will kind of maybe hear this person out, see what they have to say, but you're not going to run away with it and get carried away, because you may have learnt certain lessons and now are very, like, in a very strong emotional position. Yeah, so, and there's a lot of self-love here, a lot of healing, a lot of like good self-esteem, good self-perception. Like, I just feel like you really come out of this stronger, you know. So yeah, I think it was supposed to happen here with the Wheel of Fortune, for you to be able to learn this lesson with this person. And I think the lesson here is the Prince of Pentacles. The lesson here is about being very discerning, knowing what you want to get out of a situation, and then asking the right questions when you're with that person to ensure that you're both on the same page. And it's about being discerning, basically. It's like some sort of discernment that you've learned, and how sometimes when we're not discerning and asking the right questions at the right time, we can get involved in things that we didn't even know that, we didn't expect to happen or wanted. So yeah, you're learning about and the Princess of Wands, she just wanted to have fun. Maybe you just wanted to have fun, and before you knew it, you realized this person actually was in a whole other relationship, and but because you're just having fun, you never even bothered to really ask, until maybe things got serious. And you feel really let down by this person. You feel like this person should have told you anyway. But then you're also learning that maybe as well, you need to think more about what it is you are looking for in relationships, and asking the right questions, and making the right moves and responding in the right way to get your desired outcome. So yeah, I'm going to pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck. Sorry, this is just a serious reading, but nevertheless, I think we will get something out of this. So this is for Aquarius, May 2019. Okay, we've got gossip. Spirit wants to let you know about gossip. People talking. There's people talking, maybe you need to know that. There's people talking about this, or you may be concerned about what people are saying. This could be a lot of rumors. This could also be saying that you do need to find out some more information. You maybe, do need to. I think at the moment you may not be wanting to talk to this person. You could be ready to cut this person out of your life with the Queen of Swords, like fully cut them out. The King of Swords may be coming to you with this explanation and trying to say things to convince you that they do care about you, and they're saying all the right things. They may be being really sentimental. They could even be slightly emotionally manipulative, but at the same time they say that charm in itself is manipulative. Seduction in itself is manipulative. So I don't know if it's very sinister. I don't think it's like very sinister, horrible kind of manipulation, but it's kind of like they're just trying to say all the right things and convince you of the connection that you have, and that they really care about you, and they may be being like using sentiment a lot with you, but you're like, no, I'm the Queen of Swords, you can't be sentimental with me. Like, don't even try it. Like, it's just not gonna. It's just this person. It's gonna fall on deaf ears, basically. And even if you were moved, you're not gonna show it. In fact, you're gonna decide logically what the right thing is to do. But there is information here that maybe you're missing, and people may be saying things as well to you that aren't true. It could be this person here as well, though I don't see the Seven of Swords. So I think this person does like you, but they may be in a situation. And you need to be careful about listening to other people and what they're saying, other people's opinions. You need to be careful of that and just try to listen to your own intuition. So we've got the work card here as the challenge. So work may be a challenge. Although this person looks like she's asked some questions and now she's waiting for an answer. Your challenge may be to continue to be more work-like about this. Sorry, I'm not showing you the face. Sorry. Yeah, she's asked a question and she's waiting for an answer. She's like, yeah, and tell me when you did this and did that, and why you did this and did that. Yeah, try and explain to me. I'm listening. It's like you're willing to listen to this person, but you're not. Again, because it's work, it's like you're being very work-like about it. You're being detached, and that is a challenge. So you may be finding it difficult to do that, or it could be that you're being advised to maybe watch yourself as you're doing that, to make sure that you're not stabbing yourself in the foot. So don't cut off your nose to spite your face kind of thing. Like, don't be too standoffish or create so much distance that it actually just hurts you and you're not getting the information that you want. Maybe keep communication going as much as you can or as much as you want. I mean, it's all about free will. So we've got the wallflower, what brings you together. Okay, so loneliness may be bringing you together. Okay, this person I think is quite a lonely person. I think even in their relationship it feels quite oppressive. They don't feel, if it is a third party, they're not happy. It just feels burdensome. There's no fun. It's just work, work, work. This could also be them just being very committed to work. They could have a very, very important job that they are very, very much committed to. And that may be the challenge here as well. But you're both needing to have fun. You're both needing to, with the wallflower card here, you'll both work too much. You're both workaholics, especially with the Prince of Pentacles. It is time for the Four of Swords. It's time for a break. You guys need to have a break as well. This isn't like a third party situation. This person has everything. They have money. They have, work is good. But it's like, are we going to have some fun yet? And you may be feeling like this person, you don't see it getting any better. You kind of see it as this person's not going to ever give up their work. Or not give it up, but this person's, you guys are never going to have that kind of relationship. That's how you feel. But they feel like, well, I really, really like her, but I need the money, or I need to do what I'm doing. And you just wish maybe this person maybe had told you, or you're just kind of accepting the very harsh truth, like not even harsh, not even hurtful, but just accepting like something is just not going to happen, and making the best maybe of what you do have, and just kind of going from there, which you don't feel is very much. You don't feel like it's enough emotionally, especially, but they see you as absolutely beautiful and very, very, they're with the Queen of Wands, very sexy, and they're very attracted to you. And again, with the Five of Pentacles, they could even feel like you are their soulmate. You are that person, like if they didn't have any money and everything, like they kind of feel like there's this kind of deeper connection with you anyway. And I think with the Ten of Pentacles as well, they do see some sort of secure future with you. Again, it's not a third party, and it's just relating to how they kind of are going to be feeling towards you in the future. They will be thinking very much about something long term, something new. They will be coming towards you. They will want to kind of have you guys move in together, to really think about the long-term future, to buy that home, to buy you that ring, or to show that sense of sign of commitment to you, be committed with you. And this could be someone that's just fighting for something, that there's a real conflict there. So for them, this is really kind of maybe disturbing for them. There is an inner conflict for them. They don't know. They can't figure out, I think, what is the right kind of move to take, how to get there. They could just feel like there's so many people involved. There's so many people to make happy. That there's things coming at them from all directions. So they could just feel very burdened. And I think that does happen. That is the case when there is someone who has got a very kind of powerful position or something like that, or a very kind of with a lot of responsibility at work. They can feel like they owe a lot of people things, and tied up with so many things. So this person feels very conflicted as to how to achieve that 10 of Pentacles from the 9 of Pentacles, like how to achieve that and kind of also keep everyone else happy. So yeah, maybe a lot of talking to do. So we've got past life at the base of the deck as well. So it could be that, yeah, there's a kind of past life connection. Yeah, we do have the Six of Cups here, which will talk about a past life connection. It's definitely something related to your ancestors, or like you've known each other before in a past life. Yeah. You're learning about control. Yeah. So sorry, I was just looking at these cards. Yeah, but you're learning about control. Maybe learning how to let go, how to surrender in some way, or learning about how this person may actually be quite oppressed and controlled by their circumstances. This could also be, your partner, and maybe this is the person they're married to. Maybe this person has a lot of control, as if it's a third party. Maybe this person has a lot of control when it comes to money over their life. This person maybe feels a bit trapped by their circumstances, and maybe you do as well. You feel a bit trapped by your circumstances. It also talks about self-control as well. So you could be kind of exercising a lot of self-control in this situation. We've got spiritual growth for your partner. So they're going through this kind of major awareness. Yeah. Whereas like it's a choice. I'm sure it's surprised the Lovers card hasn't come out, because that really would sum things up. Because it is kind of making a choice between kind of work and relationships, and how to kind of achieve a balance between the two. Okay, so but that's their spiritual lesson here. This whole situation has been brought about for them to kind of get to this world card moment, make a change, and kind of strike a bit of a new path for themselves, especially when it comes to love. They need to listen to who they are, what's going on the inside, rather than just how things look physically. They need to be true to themselves as to what's making them happy, what's allowing them to grow spiritually, all these things. So then we've got twin flame for how you see them. So you see them as your twin flame, as a soulmate. So you do feel very connected, someone that, yeah, there is a lot of compatibility. You are very complementary. You may even feel like you mirror each other. Like I said, you could be the same star sign or something, or have very similar placements. Like, so your sun could be in Aquarius, but then their descendant could be ruled by Aquarius or something like that, So then your sun falls in their 7th house, and it's like a lot of compatibility, a real understanding of each other. And again, you feel like this person is pushing you to become maybe a better person, and a lot of lessons are being learned here as well. So you feel like you're maturing, and even that you're in a mature relationship as well, that's really kind of pushing you forward on your own spiritual growth. So then we've got open relationship. Wow, it's been 40 minutes. Sorry, guys. So then we've got open relationship, for how they see you. So they may be seeing you as maybe a third party. They could see you. They could see you as, their relationship away from their marriage. They could also be seeing you as someone who is, not committed to them at the moment. That they're kind of holding on to you by a loose thread. That's, you could be looking elsewhere for love as well. Like, they may feel like they might lose you. They see you as someone who's considering walking away. But yeah, with the gossip card here, it's important not to listen to other people's opinions so much and try to get the truth of the situation from this person or the people involved. But there could be some sort of manipulation going on as well. Okay, so we've got happy. I hardly ever get this card. So I guess it's a time of being happy in some way, remaining positive. I think this is referring to the Temperance card. There will be some sort of emotional balancing, regulating your own emotions in terms of it's also about both people being happy. Like, you both have to be happy for it to work. That's what I feel this is saying. Like, it's happy. It's both of you having to be happy to make this work. So we've got milk and honey as well. So it's a very sweet maybe connection. Definitely from your partner's side, they definitely felt that it was very sweet connection that was like milk and honey. Very smooth, very easy. Healing even. I think there will be healing taking place for you as well this month. You will find balance with the Temperance card. You've got exchanging gifts. Again, it's about working with someone, appreciating someone for what they are bringing to the table. You may be coming from complete different worlds, but you still have something else to bring to each other. I feel this is also saying like you're both pushing each other along. Again, it's more like a twin flame energy where you're exchanging your gifts in some way, or within the exchange, you're both growing, I think, as individuals spiritually. Like, his gifts or her gifts help you move forward, and it's the skills and the gifts that you have acquired in this lifetime that really help each other kind of grow. So there's a real compatibility here. So then we've got regeneration. It talks about a new beginning, something new happening. So there is a new start need. I think this is talking to the World card here. It is about regeneration. There is something new that is to be born out of this situation. Yeah, things will look very different as well. Out of all this hard time, something good will blossom out of this. There will be a new beginning. As I said, I think this person will be moving towards you to regenerate the relationship. But this may not be until at the end of May, to be honest with you. Maybe into June. There may be kind of, this person may take action to express how they feel towards you. and maybe a new beginning will come then. Yeah. So yeah, it's all about patience this month and timing and taking time out to heal. Okay. And we've got the Judgment card. Yeah, it talks about healing again. The Moon card. Yeah, it talks about kind of connecting with your emotions, your deepest emotions. Um, so yeah, very deep month. A lot of like kind of regeneration also within you. You will be rejuvenated as well. Sorry, I forgot to also mention breathe. To take time to meditate. That's how I see this card. Breathe through it. Meditate. And yeah, and the Four of Swords also talks about meditation as well. So you have to take time out this month for yourself to just breathe through it and be patient. So yeah, but it looks like things will eventually kind of reach some sort of resolution with the World card here. It is a past life experience, and then we've got karma underneath that. So yeah, it's like kind of just have to go through the process, I think, this month. Okay. All right. Take good care, Aquarius, and I will see you hopefully next month. Okay. Take care. Good luck. Bye.